Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to overview Far Cry 6. Where is Far Cry 6? Are you waiting? Me too, waiting because of Farcry series is the favorite game series of mine. I know it's your too. So we don't have to waste our time, let's begin. Subscribe my channel and click the bell icon. Far Cry 6 is an upcoming first-person shooter game developed by Ubisoft Toronto and published by Ubisoft. It is the sixth main installment of the Far Cry series. An action-adventure first-person shooter game. Gameplay follows from previous Far Cry games with players using makeshift weapons, vehicles, and hiring amigos, the new, Fangs for Hire, system, to topple the tyrannical regime. Let's talk about the setting in this game. Far Cry 6 takes place on the fictional Caribbean island of Yara, which is inspired by Cuba and described as the largest Far Cry playground to date, and a tropical paradise frozen in time. It is ruled by El Presidente, Anton Castillo, a fascist dictator with full control over the island. Castillo is guiding his son Diego, who is unsure of his own future, to follow in his footsteps. Esposito described his character as a leader, trying to empower the people to understand that they need strong leadership now, but is stuck in the middle of a revolution. Esposito further added, his father was a dictator before him and he wants to empower the people to take the country back. His goal is to use the resources that they have within the country to survive without allowing outsiders to come in and co-opt the scientists, their intellectual property, all of these things. Esposito continued that Anton is trying to empower his son to take up his mantle and really embrace ideas that would allow him to see that soon he will probably be the next leader in this country. The player takes the role of a local Yaran named Danny Rojas, a guerrilla soldier fighting for freedom who attempts to restore their nation to its former glory. The player can select Danny's gender at the start of the game. Developers of this game. Production of Far Cry 6 had been ongoing for 4 years at the time of its July 2020 announcement, with Ubisoft Toronto the lead studio for the game. Narrative director Navid Kaveri said that they started researching on revolutions of the past. They came across the idea of the modern guerrilla revolution such as the Cuban Revolution, which gave them numerous ideas of how to drive the player character into fighting against a repressive government. This also brought back the need to give the player character, Danny Rojas, a voice, compared to recent Far Cry games in which the protagonist had been silent. Kaveri said, it was essential for us to ensure that the protagonist has a personal investment in that revolution. Using Cuba as an influence also established the return to a tropical setting, a feature of the earlier Far Cry games, as well as giving the setting a timeless look due to economic blockades that had been imposed on the island, mixing vintage cars with modern weapons. Kaveri spent a month in Cuba and speaking to residents there to help develop the setting. Word of a new Far Cry game was teased in early July 2020, as actor Giancarlo Esposito has mentioned he had recently took part in a huge video game, including voice work and motion capture. Shortly after this, rumored leaks of Far Cry 6's existence appeared, including screens that showed a character resembling Esposito. Ubisoft affirmed the game's existence a few days ahead of the full announcement through social media, and fully revealed the game on July 12, 2020, during their Ubisoft Forward online event. Additionally, Anthony Gonzalez voices and provides the character model and motion capture for Diego. Esposito and Gonzalez had done the motion capture and voice work for the game's trailer before shooting any of the footage for the game's narrative, as this gave the developers the time to create the character models for the game itself. For Esposito, he had been interested in the motion capture facets of the role, as he had done some for the cancelled Mouse Guard film and was interested in doing more, as well as his interest in the type of character that Ubisoft had created for him. Kaveri said they had provided Esposito background material to help prepare before recording for the game, and upon these sessions, he found that Esposito had done so much research already based on the material that we sent him. He brings an amazing empathy to his characters, and he brought that same empathy to Anton that I wasn't expecting. Pedro Brumfman composed the music for the game. So when its release? The game was originally scheduled for release on February 18, 2021, on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, X, and Stadia. On October 29, 2020, Ubisoft announced that the release will be delayed due to impacts from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. During Ubisoft's quarterly earnings call in February 2021, the company announced that the game would be released before September 30, 2021. So gamers, we have to wait 3 to 4 months for the new Far Cry experience. Thanks for watching my videos. Subscribe my channel for more, and what you ideas write down below in comment box, let me know. And goodbye.